Hello and welcome back to Way In, Way Out, the show where we weigh in on Friday the 13th topics. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Mike.
And today's episode is brought to you by Jam Fitness and Strength, LLC. We're the athlete strength. Folks, we're also joined by our good buddies from Noise Avocation.
Oh, I'm Jeremy.
I'm Ryan.
This is the first time all five of us have been in a room.
That is true.
You longtime listeners.
We're all touching elbows.
God, we're all just
Cuddled up.
Just cuddled up like this. Folks, we are here for the holiday, Friday the 13th.
That's correct.
Boy, what a pile of
Alex
movies.
didn't put his shorts on for this.
I should switch. I will switch to my shorts here in the next cut. But
Movie magic.
yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to say. You'll find out more very soon.
Yeah, we're going to run through our list. It's going to be wild.
My history with it is I grew up watching three of these movies a lot. And the rest I actually honestly forgot about until this rewatch. Jimmy, what about you, brother?
I think it popped in bits and pieces. I think the character stayed in my mind a lot more than the movies themselves.
Jeremy, what about you, brother?
My history is watched them on TV as a kid because they were always reruns.
Yeah.
On like TNT, TBS, if you remember that. And I don't know. I mean, I was always more of a Freddy guy myself. So, I mean, that kind of plays into my list, I suppose.
Right.
Also, on a side note, when I was a little kid, Jason Goes to Hell came out, and I saw Standy, and it was like, I was so little. I just remember looking up and being like it just looked so badass. You know what I mean? With the fucking snake coming out of the mask and stuff. And then I got older and was like, huh.
It's good that they made the
I was like, oh, the Standy's
it's good
way
they
cooler.
made the layout for the movie cool because the movie was
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of always thought of them as as what they are, as like a wannabe Michael Myers franchise.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Ryan?
He's just a horror icon. Like, if you're into horror movies as a kid, it was something that just kind of got pushed on you. It was like, it's like if you're into music, you've heard Led Zeppelin or something like that. Like, it just happens to be in the area. You watch it as a kid, you might have one sense of feeling about it, and then you watch them when you're older. Which for this, I watched like 3 or 4 of the ones that I hadn't seen in a while, because the other ones I had seen enough to where I'm like, I can get the gist of what it is, because like we said, there's not a whole lot to a lot of them.
Yeah.
One thing I like, you know how in the movies where somebody's getting killed and they're like, why are you doing this to me? That's how I felt about a lot of the movies. It's like why are we doing this? Why are we watching this? But yeah, he was as iconic as he is. The movies were not the greatest, but we'll get into that.
Mike, was this your first time?
Yes, it was, actually. Similar to what Jimmy and Ryan were saying, Jason is very iconic, but I have never seen one of these movies from start to finish, maybe bits and pieces here and there. So I had an idea, actually, of what the Jason, like Friday the 13th movies were about. And so it's wild to see what they're actually about.
Yes. And
Nothing.
Yeah, they're just about the kills and the booze.
it's so weird too, because I will say this, I don't think this is a hot take, at least I hope it's not. I think Jason as a character is more interesting than Michael,
Oh, yeah.
but he's just in worse movies.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Now, Mike, we're doing turkey bacon today. Why are we doing turkey?
Oh, we're doing Turkey Bacon because Kevin Bacon is in Friday the 13th. Go back and watch him and you'll see where. And then Turkey Bacon because most of it's Tony Ford. So.
Yes. And then, so what's the sauce lineup for this?
The sauce lineup is actually kind of wild. So we have an amalgamation here. I'll go right from the end there. We have the last 3 are all different Last Dabs. They're 3 iterations of Last Dabs that we already had. We have 6 sauces from a hot sauce company called Crippling Hot Sauce. Check them out because they support cerebral palsy research with their funds. And then we have 3 other ones from the Hot Ones / Heatonist website. I believe that were all requests. Apricot from our friend Ryan here.
We love it.
Queso Sin Queso was mine. And then I think all of us, but I know Jimmy specifically loves that buffalo from Hot Ones. It's a great sauce.
I'm a Buffalo Wings guy, so I can't do that.
So is Ryan.
Ketchup. That's about all I got, dude.
They make spicy ketchup.
Yeah,
Sriracha ketchup is very good.
Yeah.
Now, there is one bit of Friday media that we are not going to be reviewing. Jeremy, I think you have the box set for it.
Oh, yeah.
2.
Two, Jason.
His name was Jason.
That's
also.
true.
So, this was a little anthology series that came out in 1987 and 88. I did not watch this as a kid. I just got this later on when it got repackaged like this.
Is that Shia LaBeouf?
Actual cannibal,
No,
Shia
never mind.
LaBeouf.
It looked like.
And I've only watched like 2 episodes of it, to be honest. And I would rather watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
That was a good show.
It's written better anyway, but it's the same. If you know that show, it's the same idea. Like, there's like every episode has some crazy little tale, and like the acting is horrible. The effects are really bad. Like, I think if you were a kid 20 years ago, you could make something better than this.
Yes.
You know, and now, Jesus, this is like,
I hate to
this
bring
is
to
horrible.
you, but a couple of us at this table were children.
Oh,
yeah, it's true.
Anyway,
All of us.
I'm sorry.
And then Ryan, what was the second piece of media you were talking about
Oh,
earlier?
his name was Jason. Was the fan-made documentary on all the movies, which is equally as bad as most
Yes.
of the movies.
5 hours of people just yapping.
Yeah.
And with that, we are only reviewing the 12, that's right, it's not 13, 12 canonical Friday the 13th movies.
Correct.
So, let's dig into it.
The first sauce we'll be starting off with is the from Crippling Hot Sauce. It is the dill with it. Tangy garlic dill pickle hot sauce that hits like a pickle punch to the face. Limited edition chaos in a bottle.
So, my least favorite Friday, Jason Goes to Hell. It's bad. It's real bad. That's because it was made by a 22-year-old kid who is best friends with Sean S. Cunningham's son. And this was really just a placeholder while they tried to figure out how to make Freddy versus Jason. It's bad.
I also have Jason Goes to Hell.
Jason goes to Kinko's.
It's a tonal, a conceptual failure that misunderstands the series, and it's definitely flat TV area cinematography. So,
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, best part of that movie is the after credit scene. And I won't even spoil that for anybody, so just watch it. Like, fast forward the entire film
They're like, damn it, I
after
gotta
the
watch
credits,
this.
and then, oh shit, best part.
I agree.
And then you have to wait. Well, some of us were 8 years old when this came out, so then they had to wait till I was almost an adult
I was
Fucking
1 year old when this came
to
out.
make it happen.
Yeah, because
What year did Go to Hell comes out?
93.
93, so I was 8.
Okay, that was 2.
you had Jason X in between.
Yes, I did. But we'll get to that later. We will. That's a personal favorite.
Yeah, agreed.
Ugh.
Ryan?
I had Jason Takes Manhattan for my
Also
worst
respect.
one. It's just boring. Like, there's not a whole lot of killing, and it was bland, and there's not a whole lot to say about it because there really wasn't much in the movie that was worth even talking about.
Agreed.
I had number 9, Jason Goes to Hell. Arguably the worst writing yet, which is arguably not the first time I wrote this in this list. Real people don't interact like this.
No. Also, Jason's not in it. Like, the worm Jason is.
I'm gonna get this pickle
Right.
sauce out of
All
it.
right, pickle sauce. Here we go.
That's pickling.
Holy pickles!
That's like pickle juice.
Turkey
I could eat a
stuff's
lot of
awesome.
That is very pickly. Wow.
Mike, what's that? Number 2
Yes,
sauce?
number 2 sauce, also from Crippling Hot Sauce. Excuse me. Dive into paradise with Life's a Beach. Our new limited edition sweet and spicy teriyaki hot sauce. Vibrant blend combines tropical sweetness of pineapple and teriyaki with a gentle hint of red chili peppers.
My next one is Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. I think Ryan hit it really well. It's really boring is the problem. And he also doesn't take Manhattan. He briefly visits Manhattan for like 10 minutes.
Sorry.
It's so bad.
Oh shit.
It's a great concept that it's too bad they didn't have the budget to do. There was a lot of behind the scenes about that basically they didn't get the budget to do what they wanted to do. And actually, New York City went after them legally, even in their promotion, where they couldn't really capitalize on it. Super sad.
They're like, how dare you associate us with this?
That was honestly what it was. They're like, how dare you?
So my number 11 is also Jason Takes
Oh, yeah.
Manhattan. I said one of the behind-the-scenes notes is Vancouver is actually a poor substitute for New York City. The cruise ship filler undermines the premise. He really is only in Manhattan for maybe a minute or two. It's minimal character investment. Could have been a fun concept, undone by weak execution.
Would have been better if he just went on a Manhattan shopping trip.
I'm also
really
gonna.
quick.
That's mine as well. I will say one good thing about it though. There's a guitar kill in it.
Yeah.
So, and that maybe that's the other thing on these movies is like, most people, I guess, kind of to look at them as, I don't know, like some crazy story that you're gonna find some sort of like fulfillment in it's not gonna happen, man. It's not Days of Our Lives. It's Jason. So, I mean, I thought that part was cool, but I also agree with you're watching this thing, waiting for him to take Manhattan, and he doesn't really take it, and it's all it's all hype and no go.
Jason does kill a rapist in this movie.
That
I
is
like
true. That is true. Forgot about that
He
actually.
also kills the rest of us with boredom.
He does really kill the rest of us with boredom.
But yeah, it's not a movie you would want to be like, hey, check this out. You're gonna watch this, and you're gonna want to watch 10 more. Definitely not. Right?
I had Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah.
I figured these two would be flip-flop
Yeah.
between the worst. First off, worst looking Jason in any of the movies.
Yes.
Like, he looked like he just like got chewed up and spit out. And I guess that's kind of really like the idea of it, but man, he looks like he got shit on just like badly. Artwork wise, the movie, like the actual cover of the movie, love it. Movie, bad.
Believe it or not, I have number 8, Manhattan.
Yes.
Jason gets to Manhattan an hour in and does the famous kick 27 minutes later. Why is this franchise allergic to success? Bad effects, bad writing, bad characters.
And with that,
Cheers!
wraps it up.
Life to beach, baby.
that was yummy.
I like it. That's really good.
Mike, what's that number tree?
We have a Hot Ones buffalo sauce, a rich and tangy combination of mild cayenne peppers, distilled vinegar, and real butter, baby. As a show known for feeding people chicken wings, which is not us, by the way, we knew that Hot Ones had to put out a buffalo sauce, and it had to be amazing. And it is.
I'm going to preface this next one from me with a hot take alert. The Friday the 13th reboot is my next one. I
Damn, that's
despise
low.
this movie. I absolutely
Really?
hated watching
Let me
it.
see that cap.
From 2009, is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Here's my issue
That's
with
a
it.
rough take.
It does not actually understand the mythology of Friday the 13th at all. It was made by Platinum Dunes, Michael Bay's production company, and it feels like it. It looks really nice. It does look really nice, except everyone in it is a shitty person. But unlike the superior Rob Zombie duology, where everyone also is a shitty person in it, there's no purpose to it. Everyone's just mean to each other for no reason. Also, fun fact, it is in the Transformers universe. Trent, the bully in this movie, the rich guy, also is the bully in Transformers, who loses his girl to Shia LaBeouf, and then you find out he just dies at the hands of Jason Voorhees. It was a lame cash grab. I think that a lot of remakes at that time suffered from it. I talked about it real briefly in my Halloween ranking. This one and Chainsaw are pretty bad from that. Jimmy.
I have part 5. Friday the 13th, part 5, 1985, was my rank 10. Cheap, inconsistent visual quality. The imposter Jason twist collapses. Sleazy, exaggerated character archetypes.
Roy the movie, as it's also known in my head.
Missing narrative payoffs. So, yeah, that's mine.
What do you think, Jeremy?
Not a hot take like Alex's.
That's Corey Feldman Part 2, right?
That's cool.
He was only in the beginning part, and fun fact, he recorded all his scenes in his backyard.
Oh, gotcha.
That's funny.
Well, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think the first one is pretty awful.
Hot take!
The first one that sets the tone.
Yeah.
What do you
No, I just think I think it's overrated.
think? Oh,
And I don't want to ruin it for the fans out there.
ruin
but-
it. Spoilers if you haven't. If you're watching this, you haven't
soft
watched all the
spoiler.
movies.
Like it actually, I think it has the best concept as far as like it's not Jason doing the killing; it's the mother.
Yep.
But the franchise is based on Jason, so if we're basing it on that, this is fucking stupid. I don't know, and
But technically, right at the beginning, it's not called anything to do with Jason yet.
It's still Friday the 13th.
Right.
Fair.
But it is based around Jason, the kid that got drowned. So, yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Anyway,
I agree.
and it
It
looks
is kind
bad.
of
It's a rip.
Norma-
It was
Norma
an
Bates type of
admitive
thing.
rip off of Halloween.
Yep.
Like we just said, it's on the remake. It was a total cash grab. Like they were just like, let's pump this out, get some money. We kill Kevin Bacon with an arrow through a bed, which is pretty cool. But when you watch it, I mean, it's the time, I guess, or is it just horrible? I don't know, because there's movies out at that time that had amazing effects.
Mhm.
So that's not really fair, but that's my hot take. Like, I don't
Savini.
I don't really
Comes
care.
slap
You know what? Yeah, fucking exactly. And maybe Kirchhoff, but whatever. I'll slap him back. I think we're on a truce. Never mind. Scratch that.
The truce has been
The
on.
truce. We used to kick each other in the nuts pretty hard. But yeah, that's my hot take, number one.
What you got, right?
My next one, I have Friday the 13th Part 3.
Oh, okay.
3D. Mainly because 3D was not really a thing at the time yet, and it was. I understand it was cool.
Pioneering.
Yeah. Like I appreciate like being innovative, trying something that hasn't been done really, especially like in horror movies. It just was delivered in a weird way that like it seemed like they were like, let's just see how much shit we can throw at the camera to make it seem like it's coming at you. And outside of that, though, I probably could have put it higher. It wasn't like the worst story or anything, but like the 3D effects just kind of diminished it a bit for me.
What about you, Mike?
5, A New Beginning. Possibly the worst writing of the series.
Yes.
A lot of people die near instantly from a single stab wound to the gut. And this is a franchise about killing people, so those totally unrealistic kills where it's like, oh, I poked you in the gut with a machete and now you're instantly dead. It's totally breaking.
Isn't that
just
kind of an
standing there,
oxymoron like an unrealistic kill is what it's all about, though. Like, you think it's realistic to kill somebody with a fucking guitar on a boat?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
I don't know.
I always remember the 6-string slasher.
Oh,
But listen,
man.
that was comical instead of like just a poke in the chest.
True. Oh, very comical, all that.
That was good.
Mm-mm-mm.
Sometimes
Buttery.
getting stabbed is fucking hilarious.
Mike, tell me about this next sauce.
We have Parking Never Tasted So Good. Our mild hot sauce, just for the parking, combines a delightful blend of peppers and molasses, delivering a rich barbecue-esque flavor with a touch of sweetness and a hint of heat.
My next one is Roy the Movie, Friday the 13th, Part 5, The New Beginning. It wasn't. And it's not even that, like, Jason's not the killer. We have a movie of that. It's that everyone's, like, really animated and cartoony in this. Not that they're not, like, actual characters in most of these other movies. But, like, in a way that, like, it just screamed laziness. They didn't seem particularly interested except for more money. So yeah, Part 5, not very good. I didn't find the twist particularly compelling either, because how the fuck was I supposed to know Roy was that Dingus's dad? Except for the huge exposition at dump at the end where the sheriff's like, let me spoon feed it to you. Slowly.
Was New Beginning the one where he got brought back to life with a lightning bolt? Or was that another one?
That's Jason Lives.
Okay. Like I said, they get weird and kind of.
The scary symbol.
They're all the final or the new beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of the.
It's like the Planet of the Apes movies, where it's like the dawn of the rise of the beginning of the new era.
That's like I even tried to make it different on my list, and then I got to go to my. Wait a minute. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
There's circumference of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, there's so many of those.
I have number 9, Friday the 13th, Part 7. The New Blood, apparently. I don't know how that topic works, but Elevated Idea, Weakened by Censored Kills. It had an okay final girl, but the rest of the supporting cast was pretty forgettable.
I'm also going with number 5, New Beginning, not New Blood, for basically all the same reasons Alex said. And how the fuck were we supposed to know it was fucking Roy? I don't know. Like, it's a good point.
Yeah, who's Roy? And why was that kid trying to help do laundry with his nasty fingers?
Yeah,
I'd have killed him too.
Ryan?
I also have New Beginning. Mainly for all the points that everybody else already said, but also, so 4 was supposed to be the end of, but then they were like, oh, like we did great, like we spent little on 4, garnered a ton of money, let's just bring them back just because we can, and start making more movies. And that's where they started to kind of fall off from there. And I seen there's a lot of 80s movies that did that, like Hellraiser did that, Nightmare on Elm Street did that, Halloween did that, Leprechaun never really had a good movie, but yeah, New Beginning.
I have 4, the final chapter. Why is the child fixing everything? Why is the child the one that's fixing everything in the movie?
Hot take. Oh my god.
Run, he's killing me, run, is an actual line in that movie. Equal body count to nude scenes, that ending to make Tony the new Jason, spoiler alert, / not spoiler alert. Yeah, that was just bad.
Damn, dude, you're fucking brutal.
Cheers.
You're gonna hate my number 1.
Yeah,
Mike.
sure.
That's an interesting flavor.
Very vinegary, but not bad.
That's the first one that I think the bacon would have actually overpowered the flavor of it.
A little bit, yeah.
What's that next sauce there, Mike?
Get ready to limp with pleasure. We have Limping. Our medium hot sauce offers a perfect balance of spice and flavor. This blend of jalapeno, serrano, and lime creates a fresh, tangy kick that brings any dish to life.
Okay. My next one is going to be Friday the 13th, Part 3D. Yeah, it's a movie where Jason gets his mask. Yep, he sure does. He sure does get that mask. There's a lot of really forced 3D shots that are really jarring and bad. We tested one that you'll see tomorrow on Liftbusters, where he crushes a head and like the eye just shoots out. It's so cartoony, and like it's all right in Friday the 13th standards, but that's about it.
Okay, so for number 8, I have Friday the 13th, the original from 1980.
Oh.
Hot take.
I don't think that's that much of a hot take.
That's not on the low end.
It is, you're correct. Historically vital, but Jason himself is barely present. I do have that it's more grounded characters than later entries.
It was like a Americana camp type of movie, like Wet Hot American.
It fit the narratively, it fit the decade. It just didn't really, for if you compare it to later entries.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you at all. Like, it's not too much higher up on mine.
All right. My next one is Jason X, the 10th film.
My heart.
Yeah, that hurts my heart.
Yeah, that
Go on.
can burn you guys, but it's kind of like
Can we duo this? Because mine's also Jason X.
Yeah, you want to?
All right,
Here it
no.
is.
Okay,
Oh,
so
monsters!
I like okay. There's one redeeming thing about it for me is the sleeping bag virtual kill, where he's like swinging those chicks against the tree, and he's can't figure out why they won't die, and it's like virtual reality. But other than that, dude, it's like I don't know, man. It's just I wanted
the idea
Freddy vs. Jason, and they gave me that shit.
The idea of Jason in space,
Yeah, it doesn't make any
cryogenically
sense.
frozen, was like so far removed from. You know,
But he did look
talked about.
badass.
No, he did
He
look
did look
awesome. One of the best costumes, and the poster is great. I'm still looking for that poster for you, Alex. I know I have it somewhere, but it was like how New Beginning was like, this is unnecessary to bring him back. This was so far removed from unnecessary that you were like, why, under what circumstance would they have to freeze him to bring him back for? Like, it just seemed, it's forced. There's cool elements to it, and I think visually and effect wise they were trying to like implement some stuff that they were like, well, let's see if this works and let's see if that works.
And I get it, like Kane Hodder was like, this was his last hurrah or whatever with this franchise at this point, I believe.
What a shitty way to go out.
But like at the beginning, I will say he looked good.
Blow the damn whistle.
He's gonna blow the whistle.
Fucking whistle.
But yeah, Jason X it is. And okay, I just want to say though, there's a difference though. Is I was waiting for this movie, and you guys
I was
came out like into it later, right?
No, I was
truly
watching it.
enjoy Jason X. Like, that's one of the best ones in the series.
Oh,
There's no way
shit.
around it.
No, I was still in it because like Jason Goes to Hell. I had plenty of time to catch up on all of them leading up to it on VHS.
Yeah.
Family video. So like when that one came out, and actually that one had a weird release schedule. It was filmed and then put on the shelf and then released. I still loved it, but I didn't have like a huge expectation. I was just really confused because they jumped forward in events. Because canonically, that's the end of the timeline.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
So I was confused. I was like, "Oh, we're already at the end. What happened when he fought Predator?" So then it came out, and I was like, "Oh,
see,
that's what happened."
I was just like, this is bullshit. Like I didn't even think into it that much. Like you were like, this is the end of the timeline. I was just like, what the fuck's he doing in space?
I was a weird kid. I still am a weird kid. Mike, what you got, brother?
I have the second one. Less Friday the 13th Camp Crystal Lake and Hockey Mask. More panty shots for the sake of panty shots. Also, Ted in the movie is Yogi Bear. At one point, there is a tree that's very clearly been cut down and placed in the road, and he goes, "What is this?" And I can't get past it.
Cheers, fellas.
That's what it is.
That'd be good on tacos.
That'd be really good on tacos. Other than I know it's very verde.
It is very verde.
What was it again?
Serrano and like lime and
There was some cilantro on that. I would eat the shit out of it.
oh yeah,
Mike, I would like some cheese with no cheese.
queso sin queso.
Hey!
Chef Maxine set out to create a hot sauce that mimics the spicy umami goodness of queso, but minus the cheese. Yes, you read that right, folks. This is a vegan queso hot sauce. Hard to wrap your head around, but after 3 years of work, they perfected it. The secret to this hot sauce recipe is the use of umami-packed nutritional yeast, baby.
Yes.
A vegan secret for achieving cheesiness that's also packed with B vitamins.
My next one is Friday the 13th, Part 2. I think it was a pretty okay outing for Jason for his first one. Here's the problem. He lifted that costume from the town that feared sundown. That is not an original costume. He did the whole bag thing in another movie that was better. I do think him as an antagonist is better, but the story structure around it wasn't any better. Honestly, 1 and 2 can flip-flop around, spoiler for my next one. But it was fine. It was okay. What do you got, Jimmy?
I have Friday the 13th Part 3. Dated 3D gimmicks, thin but focused narrative, minimal character development. The key and most important part of this one is the introduction of the hockey mask. So outside of that, it's not uber memorable.
Okay, mine's also number 3, and I have something outside of that that's memorable, at least to me.
Hell yeah.
The fucking soundtrack. The song
Oh, yeah.
on 3 is fucking killer, dude. Like, I have a 12-inch version of it, and I fucking love that shit. It's like a doo-doo, doo-doo, you know,
Yeah.
right?
The disco intro. I was
Yeah,
talking
be
with
like
Mike about that. one
Disco
morning. I really
intro,
liked it.
yeah, he knows what's up.
I wrote it down, I just didn't say it.
And yeah, and that's it. Like
It's
and
fun.
everything else everybody said straight up. But yeah. He gets the hockey mask, they got a cool song. That's about it.
Right.
I had Jason Lives for the next one.
Hot take. I'm so sorry,
That was
people
an
listening.
overly loud whistle.
Yeah.
Poor Jimmy's ear.
Just
His ear was already damaged the moment you gave that.
your ear is damaged. I can hear. I know we're twins, but I'm the one with visual and hearing unimpairment.
I have.
Okay, so
both
I can't
problems.
remember which, but wasn't one of these shot by a guy that used to just do porn? Like he
That was
only-
part 5.
Okay, it was 5. I couldn't remember if it was this one or the other one. Both pretty bad, anyways. But you can keep your fucking whistle.
What don't you like about it?
It was just didn't stand out at all to me. Like it was just boring.
I'm sorry, good movie.
How many times are they gonna bring the guy back? Like at least when you bring Freddy back, it makes sense because he lives within dreams. You can like blow up, decimate, cut every part of him off, bury one in Australia, one in like India, one in Alaska, and somehow Jason still comes back every single time.
Yeah, he's the
He's a
5
zombie,
pieces
right?
of Zodiac. Yeah, he's a zombie in this one.
I have 7 new blood. The non-Jason parts of the plot make me think that this was 2 scripts mashed together, and one of them is Stranger Things, but with terrible acting.
It was originally supposed to be the first attempt at Freddy versus Jason, but they settled on Freddy versus Carrie, but couldn't get the rights.
That makes sense.
Which good.
Why is that so good? It doesn't even make sense.
Mike, what do we got for that halfway point?
We are going to embrace the heat with crippling agony. One of our hottest sauces yet, featuring a fiery combination of carrots, known for their spice,
Yes.
red bell peppers, also quite spicy, and habaneros, that's where it is. Delivers mouth-watering burn and ignites the senses and elevates any dish. Crippling agony packs a punch and is enjoyable without being unbearably hot. So let's see how that actually stacks up.
My next one is the original Friday the 13th. I never rewatched it as a kid. I had a DVD box set of it after I owned all the VHSs and rented them from Family Video a bunch of times. Now, I never went back to this one because I was really annoyed that there wasn't even a Jason-shaped thing in it until the end, and he's a little kid. But that's not... Actually, I don't think that's a bad thing for the movie, having watched it again. I just think it's pretty fine. And as far as a holiday rip-off movie goes, because like Jeremy said, Sean S. Cunningham has been really honest. He went and saw Halloween, went and saw Friday the 13th was copyrighted for movie, saw it wasn't, put an ad in the paper and said, yep, this movie's coming, and had no idea what it was going to be about. It's a rip-off movie. It's fine. It's fun. It's camp, summertime. We got Jimmy.
I have going to be a hot take. Freddy versus Jason.
Hot take.
That was a way quieter whistle than Jason Lives.
I ranked it here as not a pure Friday the 13th entry. It is a major crossover spectacle. It is in the top 50% of my list. However, Freddy drives the narrative momentum. It's more of a cultural event than a core franchise and so on.
Boo!
I totally see that point for sure.
I don't dislike the movie, but if you have to rate it as a
Friday
as a
movie,
Jason
right?
Friday
it's
the
not.
13th movie,
Would you say all the movies from here up are good?
It makes him kind
no,
of
not necessarily. No,
It's like a bitch in it.
but
You can tell Jimmy took notes while watching.
Yeah.
you have to. And then I use ChatGPT to help me organize said notes, so you could get an effective.
Get this guy out of
Oh,
here. He's
shit.
fake.
This guy's why Ram's so
I
expensive.
waited too.
Like,
I just
don't
come
know.
in. I'm like,
I'm
well,
like, wait, what did I say now?
yeah.
But
That's
my
why
next-
sometimes I jumble them. Where I'm like, was this one or that one?
Yeah, did I already say this one? But my next one is 50% is the remake. I didn't hate it as much as this guy.
This guy.
That
I
guy,
have it rated pretty good.
he has it rated good apparently. But I
Allegedly.
actually, out of all the remakes of that era, I like this one simply because they kind of reinvented it a little bit. I don't know. He's about to blow that whistle.
I'm gonna let you finish and let you spit.
But that being said, I've only watched the movie twice, so I'm not. It's all right.
I get why people like it.
Here's another thing I didn't even realize until I just heard here at the table that it had a Transformer tie-in. So that being said, that might rank a little lower on my list now, knowing that. But I don't know.
Canonically, the Transformers timeline is Transformers 1, Friday the 13th, Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen.
Damn. But anyway, I don't know. I didn't really have much to say about it. It's a fucking remake, dude.
I
Yeah,
have
right.
part 1 for my number 6. Pretty much everybody covered everything. There isn't really a whole lot to say about it. In a way, I do like that it sort of leaves the killer up to kind of mystery for a while. It was kind of what led to everything
What part
else.
did you have?
Part 1.
Part 1.
So, first one.
It was. Now you threw me off, Jimmy.
You AI enthusiast!
But it kind of led up to, or it was like the premise that led up to some of the few and far between better movies, I guess I should say. Definitely had a Norma Bates feel to it with the whole psycho type of like mom being a killer type of thing. Even though you get what I mean.
So weirdly enough, no, don't get ready to blow it. I have the first one on here as well, actually. The first one has that psycho-esque style axe murder in the showers. An hour and 20 minutes in, everyone has been murdered, and we find out there's a room full of rifles.
Yep.
That's my note.
I forgot about that. All right, cheers.
Cheers. I'm thinking that one is their version of Da Bomb. That one is hot for the sake of hot without a lot of great flavor.
Better than the Bomb, though,
But tastes better than Da Bomb, obviously.
which is not in this lineup.
Best lineup yet.
Mike, have you ever been struck by ghost pepper palsy?
I think that this is a possibility. We're going to turn up the heat with Ghost Pepper Palsy. Brace yourself. This is not your average hot sauce. Ghost Pepper Palsy is here to set your taste buds ablaze with a dangerously delicious blend of cayenne, habanero, and the infamous Naga Boot Joloki Ghost Pepper. Designed for true heat seekers, this sauce delivers a scorching punch that will have you sweating and coming back for more.
My hot take, I'm going to hot take myself a little bit on this one, is that these 5 movies are at least watchable, and one of them's good. So, in my opinion, nothing.
Can you blow that whistle one more time for me?
He's wrong.
My next one is Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter. It does feel like they had more of a focus in this movie because it was supposed to be the last hurrah. But it's fine. This is the best Jason ever looked while he was alive. So before Resurrection, well, the Lightning Resurrection. Corey Feldman at the end I thought was fine. I understand what they were going for. The execution wasn't super good, in my opinion. But it is a fun little camp time spooky movie. But it's just undercut with some goofiness. But sometimes that's fun. Sometimes that's what you want.
Comedic relief.
Yeah, like it's just cheesy for the sake of being cheesy, and I appreciate that. What do you got, Jimmy?
I have my 5th rank is Friday the 13th Part 2. Effective woods and shadow stalking visuals, tight explanation from the original film. Guinea is one of the franchise's strongest final girls. Creepy, grounded, and structurally sound. Memorable, Sackhead, Jason climax.
Mine is also part 2, because the boobs in this one are amazing.
I don't know if that's that's what these movies were like when I was. I mean, is it not what these movies were
No,
about?
I 100% thought you said boots on that first time, and I was like, what boots
I
was
don't
he
usually
wearing?
say
There were a whole lot of boots made for walking in there.
the sackhead thing. I thought was like, I definitely like the hockey mask more, but as a story, it works.
Plug your ear, Jimmy. So I have
You
New
said
Blood.
Jimmy, but
I
I'm
have
thinking-
New Blood for number 5. And this kind of, in a way, goes against some of the stuff I said earlier. But because this was so like just left field and weird, like the whole like telekinetic teenager thing, bringing him back to life, like it was at a time where, like, I often say this now, like horror movies aren't as unbelievable and just ridiculous and over the top as they used to be like now. Back then they were a lot more creative and we're just like, we're gonna throw this motherfucker in space or something. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not saying it was a great movie by any means. It definitely had its faults, but just it being just so far-fetched, it kind of pushed it up a little further on the list.
Jason versus Gary.
I have 3D. I wrote, the series is getting its feet under itself. Meanwhile, Andy is walking everywhere on his hands. The Jason you expect and some callbacks.
And now,
Cheers.
And just when I was getting over the last one.
It's not that it was bad. I thought the other one was hotter.
Yeah, I agree.
So far, unless it's a slow burn.
Mike, is that an apricot in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Both. Favorite pepper farmer, Smoke and Ed Curie, bottled Summer in a Hot Sauce, featuring tart apricot mixed with just over medium hot chili pepper blend. It also features lavender concentrate, lemon peel, and the tiniest hint of vanilla for flavor. Combination that is both sour, sweet, and floral. There's no other way to put it than the sauce brings to mind sunshine and wildflowers.
This has so far been my favorite sauce out of all of these.
It is a good
I agree with you, and this was like a really high up one on in the actual box that it came in, I believe.
I didn't think it was really that hot.
It shows a 5 fire, which means it was probably sauce number 7.
Yeah, because when we did it, the first it was the first ranking that we did. It was like way up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I brought the Seagull Butthole Destroyer sauce,
Yeah.
and that thing was way hotter than the apricot
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Like it should not have been in the middle where we put it. That should have been like after the bomb.
Probably.
It was hot.
My next one is Freddy versus Jason. I like this movie. I like this movie a lot. It's fun. It's stupid. It knows what it is also, which I really enjoy. And I understand that it's a nightmare movie, but it also feels like the director really understood the mythology of both of them, except for one part, which is, where on God's green earth do you think this man that spends as much time in the water as he does is afraid of water?
He dies in the water, he kills in the water.
Yeah, he stabbed a dude in the dick in the water. Like, that's the only big gripe I have about it. The fights are a lot of fun. It was a really good payoff. I know some people said they were kind of disappointed by the movie. I loved it. I thought it was great. Freddy vs. Jason. Check it out. Yeah, Jim.
I have Friday the 13th, the remake, 2009. It's more modern cinematography in the franchise, aggressive front-loaded storytelling. Jason portrayed as a tactical apex predator. I enjoyed the tunnels and the sleeping bag kill redone.
When I saw the tunnels, I started singing "Secret Tunnel." What do you got, Jeremy?
Mine is part 7, New Blood. First appearance of Kane Hodder. I like this movie. I did not watch it before doing this, so I'm talking, correct me. But isn't this the one where he's like in the woods walking forever?
So that one's like when he's going back to Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
That one's Jason Lives. So he gets
Okay, so I'm
resurrected,
getting them.
and then
That's my next
like
one.
half the
Anyway,
movie's him walking
I get
back.
those two mixed in my head, but yeah, Kane Hodder, first appearance of Kane Hodder, dude. That puts it there. It's a Jason movie. I don't know. That's all I
It's a
got.
good movie.
That's all I got.
Kane Hodder's so short.
Yeah,
I
it's just like,
say that. He's very.
I
he's
have
very,
no neck.
Yeah. He's like if they squished Matt Damon.
Definitely.
Matt Damon.
All right, I have part 2 for my number 4, and the boobs have a lot to do with that. But I'm glad Jeremy brought that up, so I didn't seem like the only one.
Hey man, I'm an old
But-
creeper. I don't care.
Yeah, it was. I guess because when you watch number 1, when you get to this one, like say you're doing them chronologically as they released, it's so much more refreshing that it's actually like, oh shit, you get to see Jason. Like, and in the early like adaptation of Jason, like pre-hockey mask, he's just got like a fucking, what the hell was on his head, like a potato
With a-
sack or
With
something.
like one eye cut out, yeah.
Eye cut out.
Yeah, so you get to see like the early dawn of the killer that is Jason, and I like that aspect to it. Other than that, it's an 80s slasher movie. There's not like a whole lot of context to it. There's teenagers, they fuck, they die.
In that order, yes.
It's like in Mean Girls, where they're like, that's what he was talking about, where he's like, don't have sex, you will die.
He knew.
That's a Scream too, isn't it?
Yeah.
think
I mean,
so,
also
Yeah.
not Scream 2. It's Scream.
I have number 6, Jason Lives. Not a bad retcon. Brings the series back on track. Jason action figure. There's an enormous number of shots that appear to just be a Jason action figure really close to the camera with woods in the background, where he's just standing there in action figure pose, and to me it just seems really, really obvious.
It's probably from a lot. So there's 2 guys that played Jason in this movie, and one got fired because they said he was overweight. And they had a lot of establishing shots, but they couldn't
You're too
necessarily
fat
go there.
for our Jason image.
Whoa! Flavor. Mind blowing.
That's a good sauce.
That was a good sauce.
Mike, is this the first chapter of a trilogy?
It might as well be, actually. Yeah, what you've got there used to be a Guinness Book World Record holder for hot sauces. This is the Apollo. The flavor of the Apollo comes from the sweetness of Carolina Reapers, tinged with the earthiness of Pepper X, and it is a culinary powerhouse. Formerly the number 10 in many a box.
Yes.
Like I said, used to be Guinness Book of World Record holder for heat.
Woo, 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 woo. Chill, chill, chill.
I'm tapped out after that.
Hit me, baby.
Ryan had a run-in with Pizza Hut last night, so he's gonna abstain. He's gonna
I'm
abstain.
still ranking. But
I don't know why I put that much on there, but
Oh man.
I hate myself.
My number 3 is Friday the 13th, Part 7. The New Blood. Part 7 is a lot of fun. I really like that there are some extremely weird swings in this series. And I think Jason fighting a telekinetic person is really fun. That's super fun. You should do something that differentiates you from all the other series.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love
you
this
got
one.
my point.
It's really good. You should do weird and different things instead of the same thing over and over again. Jimmy touched on it when he ranked his, that it was censored a lot by the MPAA, which was super unfair because they targeted Friday. Everyone hated Friday. But it still comes through with a lot of good stuff. That's where the sleeping bag kill that we tested on the first ever episode of Lipbusters comes from. Jason looks amazing in this movie. The costume is really well done. The unmasked version of him is really well done. I do actually care about like some of the characters in this. They are caricatures still, but like I wanted her to win. I wanted her to come out of that alive. It was a fun little movie. And on my rewatches, these 3 movies are in it for Friday for me. This to me is quintessential Friday. Jimmy.
Okay. Again, this might be a bit of a hot take. I have Jason X as my number 3. Intentionally absurd but internally consistent story. Archetypal character used knowingly. Iconic scenes, the cryogenic face smash. Uber Jason was like super big for a long time. Loved it. Fully embraces Jason as a myth and spectacle. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Sits back in my childhood quite a bit.
The nostalgia thing, if that was one of the ones you watched earlier,
I
could
totally-
totally understand.
I watched it as a kid, yeah, and it'll stick with me for a while. It's probably
That I
one of the
get.
ones I would watch again.
Totally
That- yeah.
understandable.
Those, I feel like when you watch movies like that, like it doesn't even matter what the movie is, but like when movies, certain ones hit you at a certain time, no
Yeah.
matter how bad it is, you love it.
This has a lot
We've
like
had
the-
that discussion with albums too.
Yeah.
Where, like this might not be the best record, but you heard it first and it sticks with you.
I feel like it has a very AVP-esque thing for me. Like when AVP came out,
Gotcha.
very important to me.
Gotcha. Well, my next one is Freddy vs. Jason. Now I love this movie. Just like we were saying, my memory with it is like that we went to a theater. I watched it in the theater in Lansing with a bunch of people I know or friends or whatever, and we like our row of people were like cheering on the kills, the boobs, all the dumb shit. Everybody else was in there screaming and like, they were just regular folk, you know what I mean? So it was a pretty cool experience.
The Muggles.
Yeah. And
You're not here as a
I think,
long-term fan, you Muggles.
but that being said, it's a fucking Friday. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, not a Friday the 13th movie. Freddy's the fucking antagonizer.
Yeah.
I feel like Jason gets kind of made to look like a bitch. Like, I don't think he would really, even in the fight scenes, dude, like when they're both in the world towards the end and the fucking barn's on fire, like, dude, punch for punch, that's like, you got like a super heavyweight fighting a featherweight. Like, it doesn't, Freddy's fucking dead. Like, I don't, that's kind of cheesy, but it is what it is. It's good fun. They were finally on screen.
I think that's one of the things that did it for me, is that movie in particular out of this entire series is one of the ones that I vividly remember being broadcast everywhere, like pre-showing,
Yeah.
and like the hype
Train for sure
overshadowed the actual movie.
I have a Freddy vs. Jason t-shirt still, and I tried to dig it out for this, but I couldn't. It's buried, and I probably got holes in it. I welded in it, all that shit. But it says "See You in Hell," and I think that came out, like you said, before the film may even come out. It's just all promotional shit,
I have the Freddy versus Jason. Remember when they used to give you movie theater cups for each?
Yeah.
I forgot I was gonna bring that for
Popcorn
this.
buckets.
I used to have bobbleheads, ceramic bobbleheads, Freddy vs. Jason, and there's all kinds of bullshit and that came out with that film, but it's fun.
It was definitely more marketed, but yeah, it was fun. I love the part where Kelly Rowland's talking shit to Freddy, and she's like, "You just got these little butter knives, and Jason's got this big old thing."
Yeah, Destiny Child being in this movie was
hilarious.
I didn't remember it until I watched it.
I also like it. I also like when they're having the rave, and Jason just walks up, and the dude's like, "This is a rave, not a Halloween party," and he just starts fucking like that's Jason's shining moment to me in that whole movie is when he's wrecking that party.
Oh, yeah.
Who won the fight?
Oh, Freddy.
I think Jason.
Oh yeah, Jason, obviously.
He has a head in him, even though he's still alive.
I don't know, Freddy. I think Freddy won, dude. Well, because inside, you know what I mean? Kind of like he was saying, it's like as long as there's belief, Freddy's always alive.
I see what you're saying on that point.
You know what I mean? Like that's
that
why
part where he dug his knife into his temple.
Yeah.
I remember when
in
I
the
watched
dream
that,
sequence?
I was like, "Oh damn!"
It's like let's see what scares you. Yeah, that shit's fucking gnarly. But I'm not gonna shut up. I agree though. This motherfucker would not be afraid of water.
No.
Like that is the last thing. Like I get it, he drowned in it, but then obviously he uses it to his advantage in 12 other films or 11 other films.
He's an astronaut. He's not afraid.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't yet at that point in
got
time.
right back up.
But you know what I'm saying? So that is kind of silly, but it's a good fun film, and I just feel like as far as somebody that's not gonna like if you're just like, hey, you want to watch a fun movie with two people beating the shit out of each other and it would never happen, here you go.
And for the most part, good soundtrack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Couple bands on there, you're like, but good soundtrack. I have Friday the 13th the remake as my number 3.
That is not a hot take. Don't even blow that whistle.
It is.
Like I can fairly see that.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really well done remake, and a lot of times, I guess for me, like a lot of times when you redo a film from the 80s so many years down the road, like Evil Dead was a good example of this. They actually pulled it off pretty decent. Sure, it wasn't the same, it didn't have the same charm, but it's hard to pull that off because there's so many reused, recycled films that get just chewed up, spit out. Like, how many zombie movies can you make? So for them to actually pull it off and do it in a way that was, honestly, this is Michael Bay's probably best movie because it wasn't like over the top explosions everywhere. And
I'm sorry, it was better than the original because it actually had fucking Jason as the main character.
yeah,
I don't know if that's a defining beat for it,
but it was. I liked it. It was good. Visually, looks great. Costume was awesome. All the kills were sweet. It didn't have that cheesy charm to it so much because it was later on down the road that it came out, but good movie.
I have number 12, the remake.
Y'all are wrong.
I have a modern Friday the 13th. Vibes, yes. Themes, no. Again, the whole series struggles to not write cringy dialogue. Actually, here's my hottest of the hot takes. everything from here down for me are genuinely not fun to watch movies.
It's not far off from mine. Mine was this one, and then Freddy vs. Jason and Up are fine to watch.
Yeah.
And everything down below. I don't know how often I really rewatch them. You know.
My next two movies I enjoyed watching, but I'm not saying that they're good movies.
Says the guy that bought the box.
I will show that to you at the end.
All right, cheers, friends. I put way too much on here, and I'm going to regret everything.
Did it lose heat over time?
Yeah, probably, because I put a lot on there.
Because like
That was
got
swimming.
some heat. But like,
It's going to grow. I can feel it growing.
what is the experience of this middle chapter, Mike?
The Last Dab experience is the second hottest sauce in Hot Ones, made with Pepper X, which was officially the hottest pepper in the world.
This one's hot, just so you know.
Yep. 2.6 million Scoville heat units. Again, Smokin' Ed works his magic to distill his infamous Pepper X chili down to pure concentrate.
My number 2, a heat's creeping up on me, guys,
It's there.
is Jason X. I love this movie. And like I said in the last one with the New Blood,
Give me your whistle. No, I'm just.
Take it, fucker. I think you should swing for the fences. I think you should do weird shit. This is so removed where we should be that there is only 2 options. You either accept it and like it, or you reject it and go, this has nothing to do with the franchise. I understand everyone that rejects it. I love this. It's so stupid. It's like if this feels like an episode of Firefly that ended up having Jason Voorhees.
If they had a second season, that might have happened.
Yeah, Fox, you rats. But I really like it. It's fun. The costume isn't great, but like Kane does such a good job anyways as Jason. It's fine. The kills are really inventive. Putting it in space is so dumb. I love it. Jimmy.
For my number 2, I have Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter. Peak slasher brutality and pacing, strong exhalation of tension and kills. The franchise at its most vicious and efficient.
Jeremy.
Mine is Jason Lives. Gotta blow my nose. Kane Hodder again. I don't know. I like him walking in the woods and making his way back to fucking Camp Crystal Lake to take care of business.
I like his utility belt.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
He borrowed it from Batman.
He really did. He was like, no, I could use something.
It's like you're retired, Adam West.
You're done. Give me that. What do you think, Ryan?
I had Freddy vs. Jason as my number 2. Jeremy summed this up pretty well. It's, I think, one of the most rewatchable movies. Like, if you were going to watch and I get the argument that it's more of a Freddy movie than a Jason movie, but since it has both in it, for the sake of the list, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun through and through. There's a lot of corny shit in it, but in a good way.
Yeah. Mike.
I have Freddy vs. Jason as well as number 11. I wrote, it's a Freddy movie with Jason, but it's enjoyable to watch. Kane would have actually beat Freddy. So I remember all of the hype around this that you guys were talking about. Never watched the movie. But as far as going back and watching it for this, yeah, it was entertaining to sit and watch and just enjoy. And yeah, absolutely, Freddy gets his shit fucked.
Here we go, boys. I'm breathing through my mouth so much, guys.
Freddy gets his shit fucked.
You're saying that as he lost the fight,
Oh yeah, he literally comes out of the water holding his decapitated head next to his dick.
but he winks.
Yeah, I don't.
But that doesn't mean anything to me. That just means I like being down here.
What if he did weird like shrines with Freddy?
I will say that kind of plays on the fear of like Freddy has already fucked with his head so much that he thinks he won.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. This movie hyped all of that just for them to both not lose. That was what it did. That was all it did. Is
Well, yeah,
it literally
I mean, we're-
took the most bitched out ending.
Mike, hit me with that trilogy capper.
We are introducing the cataclysmic combination of the world's hottest peppers meets the last dab, Thermageddon, forged with chilies from the one and only Smokin' Ed Curie, unites 4 of the hottest peppers. I already got one thing. Pepper X, Apollo, Carolina Reaper, and the Scorpion Pepper Each have been in a version of The Last Dab, but together in a pepper mash powder, pure pepper oil forms.
My number one is a movie I watch lovingly every year and have since I started seeing it Friday the 13th when I was a kid, and I even watch it in the summertime. Part 6, Jason Lives. Jeremy was kind enough to bring this. It is the perfect Friday the 13th movie. This is also the only Friday the 13th where the camp is actually functioning. There are kids in the camp. It operates the way it should be. It adds a whole extra layer to it. Jason coming back as an undead-like folk tale is really interesting and is manifested so well here. I love this movie. It is actually, I think it's better than most of the Halloween movies, to be honest with you. Great movie. Great summertime movie.
Oh, real hot take. No. Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives, is my top movie. Confident gothic cinematography, best script and tonal balance in the series. Tommy Jarvis arc fully realized. Iconic scenes, lightning resurrection, Bond-style opening. My summary, the definitive Jason film.
Mine is number 4.
I see why you guys were blown to this episode.
Yeah, they're all about
You ruined it.
which basically everybody's already said everything that I think's been said about that film, but I feel like I like Tommy in it. I like Corey Feldman's fucking nerdy character where he's like kind of an outsider, just builds masks and then has this weird fucking connection. I don't know. I think it's
a good movie.
it's one I would read like that and 6 on
I would
first
rate it top
Jason.
2.
I rewatch. You know, other than that, the rest of them are sad to say forgettable.
Yep.
You know?
Very. I also have Final Chapter number 4 for my number 1. For pretty much all the reasons that we've already talked about. Much like, you know how everybody was saying that Friday the 13th copied Halloween? Halloween 4 was also the best Halloween. So
Halloween 4 is the best Halloween.
yeah,
What year
they
did
still
Halloween
copied
come out?
everything else along with it. But yeah, not much to say that hasn't been said. Great movie through and through.
I have X.
Yeah!
That's my best one. Everybody here loves Tommy except me. I said can't be canon, goofy but enjoyable, and Doom-esque.
That's canon.
I don't know. It probably can be. Yeah, timeline wise, when you explained it that way, yes, but chronologically, excuse me. Yeah,
Oh, by right, yeah.
yeah, it kind of messes with the timeline, but that's okay if you watch them as they years wise. Yes. I love the Jason X. What did you call him? Uber Jason later. Yep. That was good. I swear to God, the black guy who's head of the security team, I think he's in Doom playing the exact same role. I think if Friday the 13th does anything, it is rip off other movies well. Yeah.
Are you talking about Doom with? I'm sorry. Are you talking about Doom with Dwayne Johnson?
Yes.
So I only laugh because I unfortunately I watched that movie one time.
I didn't say it was a good movie.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, I can't even remember like some random guy from Jason in there, you know, from Jason X. But nobody mentioned that. I'm surprised because in Jason X, one of my favorite parts of that movie is when he falls over and chops that kid's arm off.
Oh yeah, that's the best kill.
I thought that shit was hilarious. You know, he's just not even doing anything.
Well, kill.
But
listen, he just didn't want to be remembered as a security guard so bad that they sent him to hell to ruin that. In Doom.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yep.
I did too much of that one.
It's like at the peak of the back of the throat.
Shout out to Shout Factory. This is a wonderful collection. It has all of them and all the special features, including his name is Jason. This is great if you can get it on sale.
Ranking.
Yeah, not ranking.
Negative 13.
It's a great box set. You should get it, even if just to watch the best ones. Folks, thanks for tuning in to another episode. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram for new episodes and on YouTube and TikTok for exclusive video content. God, that's it. You will not find on our podcast platforms. For business inquiries, suggestions for future episodes, or questions on any topic, please email us at wayinwayoutpodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that's wayinwayoutpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can direct message us on any of the social media platforms we just mentioned. We're going to go ahead and sign out, but go out there and stronger than you were yesterday.
Hell yeah.